everybody, and welcome back to 3COG. So today I'm going to tell you a story from my time in Iraq, and it's a relatively funny story. I want to be clear that I don't mean any disrespect to the guy I'm talking about here. He was just having a rough morning, and he's still a good friend of mine. Alright, so second time I was in Iraq was in 2010, and I was with Riverine Squadron 1, and we did combat patrols on rivers, and then we were at a small little outpost, and anytime the big base took rounds via indirect fire, we would know where those rounds came from, and we would go to that spot and try to figure out what was going on there and if there were any people there for us to shoot. There never were. It's very, very frustrating work. But so IDF, or indirect fire, is just a reality of life in Iraq, and it's either done via rockets or mortars, and it's just a thing that you deal with. So we were there, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2010, sometime in the summer. I want to say it was like August, so nice and cool out. And we all woke up to the sound of rockets just screaming over our camp. And like I said, we were at a little camp, and then there was a big base, and those rockets were headed to that big base. And so we could just hear these things just making just a noise over top of us as they were going that way. And we knew our job was to get geared up and get ready to go. And so we all roll out, and we had like 18 guys in bunk beds in a tent that's designed for like 10 people, something like that. So we all roll out, we start throwing our gear on, and I look down the aisle, and one of our guys, he's just standing there. And like he's just standing there confused. And he's in his boxers, nothing else on. Everybody else is putting on their Nomex flight suits. We're throwing on our kit. We're buckling up, like grabbing guns, because we all had our weapons in various spots. And he's just standing there. And I yelled at him, and I was like, dude, grab your shit. Let's go. And he looked at me with the most confused face. He's still half asleep. Like I said, he's a very good guy. He's just asleep, and it's not a great way to wake up. And he looked at me with the most confused face, and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, they're shooting at us. Grab your shit. Let's go. And he goes, why are they shooting at us? Like he was so heartbroken about it. I told him, I was like, because they don't like us. Grab your shit. Let's go. And then he grabbed his stuff. He put his kit on and everything. And, when we did our job. In that case, it was actually because of how close the proximity was. The first thing we had to do was get to cover, so into a bunker. But it was just hilarious. He was so disorientated coming out of sleep, and the sound of the rockets and everything like that. And yeah, it's just funny. So that's it. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Just a story from back in the day. So thanks for watching. See you next time on 3COG.